It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we got a package from Chick Cozy. Chick Cozy is a incubator company. They reached out to me, I don't know, about 4 weeks ago, and they said that they had this incubator. They showed me it, and it really intrigued me for the reason that it has a lot of the really important features that incubators should have, and I just kind of wanted to try it out. I get lots of people sending me emails trying to get me to try stuff, and I don't try stuff unless I think it's going to work or it looks good. And this one kind of, I don't know, it kind of intrigued me. It looks a lot like one of my incubators that has just been my go-to incubator. It has the same features and some extras, but it is a really good incubator. So when they showed it to me, I was like, man, I think I want to try this. Today we're going to unbox it, kind of go over the features, and probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks we're going to start incubating chicks, and then we can really see how well it works. So let's unbox it. Okay. Well, that looks actually pretty nice packaging. Anyways, what does it say? High hatch rate, easy to clean, large incubation space, unique water drawer, user-friendly thermometer, non-slip mat. Well, the biggest thing I found over time is, yeah, you want hatch rate, but you do want a good quantity of eggs. It looks like it holds 25 eggs. Yeah, 25 eggs in the incubator. And that's kind of a big thing because you're not going to get 100% hatch rate. Some aren't going to be fertilized. Some are, for whatever reason, they're not going to hatch. And if you have like a 6-egg incubator, you're limited to only maybe having 3, 4 of the 6 hatch at a really good hatch rate. With 25, you actually have a much better chance of actually hatching out more eggs, and the end result is having more chicks. So my goal in the homestead is I need to replace my chickens. Last year, I just didn't have enough time and I didn't hatch out any chicks, and I had to go buy some. And you know, it is quite expensive. And before that, I hatched out my own chicks for probably 5-6 years. So this year is kind of excited. We're gonna get back at it. We're gonna get hatching again. And now we got this one to try and my other one. So we're probably going to have probably the chance of 50 eggs hatching out. So we're going to have a good amount of chicks hatching out all at the same time. So I'm really excited about that, because that is a big consideration around your homestead, is how am I going to replace my chickens? How am I going to replace them year after year and do it consistently? So it's going to be interesting to see how well this does. So let's open it up. They actually have a good booklet. That is kind of an important thing, you know. Sometimes you have stuff online, but it's really nice to have a book. Okay, let's take it out and see what it looks like. Oh, it's actually got what the egg is supposed to look like in all those days. That's kind of handy. Hatch day. Oh, they gave a bunch of hatch day calendars, so you can say day 1, so you can keep track and you don't mess that up. Because you know what? It is kind of easy to mess this up. Because day 1, set eggs. Sometimes you can get confused by which day they're going to hatch. They don't always hatch on the 21st day, but it gives you a good idea. And they give you a bunch of them. The egg amounts. And then you can keep it as kind of records, how good it goes. Okay, so how do we get this out? It's well packed anyways. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is pretty much the same setup, same style as my favorite incubator. It has all the features. The only difference is my other one has a rotator. These eggs go back and forth. And it's got the little cage so the chicks, when they hatch, don't get caught in it. There was a major brand of incubators that had this style, and they didn't have the protection on the fan, and a lot of chicks got caught up in the fan, and it was just bad. So they rectified it, and clearly in this one they thought to make sure they had the protective cage so the chicks don't get in the fan. So we lift this off. Okay, so in the cover you've got your little flap to adjust your humidity. You don't want your humidity too high or too low, and it'll tell you how much humidity is in there by this, so you can play with it, because your house and everything is different. They can't preset that because it could be a real humid climate, it could be a dry climate, so that's how you adjust the humidity. And there's just a preset hole to come out of there. You got a built-in egg candler. So we're gonna take this off. So we're gonna see what's in here. What's this? This is the power supply for the egg turner. Okay, look at that. So there you go. It's actually pretty decently thick plastic. Got a pull-out water tray, and it'll tell you which ones to fill at certain times. So they got these plastic removable egg turners, which is actually, they seem solid and that you could wash them easy. And then you remove them. This is the mechanism that actually turns them. And this, you remove that. This is the non-skid mat. It's made of like really, really nice silicone. So that's actually really good, and it goes on these little pins. So everything was thought out pretty nice with this. Very, very interesting. And then this goes on, they drop in nice. It's all very, very easy. Let's put this on. Let's plug it in and see if we can test it out. So this one here is for the egg turner. We're gonna plug this in. So it's got the temperature, the percent humidity, 21 days, auto turning. That's pretty awesome. And it's simple. It looks like you just put it on and it starts the countdown. Egg turner test. How do you do that? So the egg turner test, press once. Look at that. That is actually very, very simple. Okay, so if you want to set the days, you hold the days for a second, and you can raise or lower depending if it's different types of eggs. Chickens are 21, so you hold that. The temperature, same thing. It's very simple. Hold it for a second. You can raise the temperature, lower the temperature, and you just hit it again, it goes out. So what else? Egg turner test. You hit that once, and that goes back and forth. That's pretty cool. I like automatic turners. If you have an incubator without an automatic turner, oh my word, your life gets tied up for sure. And days reset 21. So you hold days and the down button for that long, and you're good. So if you want to turn on the candler, press down once. Look at that. That is really, really nice. So the biggest feature I like about the whole thing is that the main things you need to know are printed right on the front. I have another incubator that's a pretty good brand, and I still don't know how to reset the 21 days to hatch. I have to fight, and then all of a sudden it changes and I have no idea what I did, so I never actually understand it. This is really, really nice that it's actually printed right on the front and it's very clear, and I was able to navigate it without even reading the book. I definitely recommend you read the book, but it's definitely meant to actually people to actually just use it, and it's and if you lose the book or whatever, everything you need is with the incubator. So that's a big bonus. So I'm kind of excited to try this one out. We're going to be incubating a bunch of chicks this year. I'm going to try to stay ahead of my chickens so I don't have to buy chicks again. One of the big things is trying to replace your chickens because you can really spend a ton of money getting new chickens. So I'm pretty excited about this, but we have to see this thing in action, and probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks we can start trying it because I don't want to incubate them now because they'll be hatching out pretty young and it's still going to be really cold out. So there's always this balancing act. Last year I promised myself that I wasn't going to put my chicks in my garage because that was a nightmare. It was bad. So I'm gonna just somehow find a place to put the chicks that are in an outbuilding or something. But I don't want to have it too cold out when I put them in there because they're just battling against the cold, and chicks need to stay nice and warm. So we're gonna wait another 3 to 4 weeks, and then hopefully we can get out there and start hatching some eggs out. I'm pretty optimistic just looking at it. These people really did think it through, and all the features you want are there. So that's about enough for today, and you guys have a good one.